ICE is preparing a 24/7 social media surveillance program.
I have been so sick today. I have a fever and feel like an absolute pile of shit. But I had to share this message, this video. I don't know what it's going to take for hashtag President Stephen Miller. Stephen Miller is president. Stephen Miller is running everything. Stephen Miller is behind all of this. Stephen Miller is going to be the first one dragged off by his shoelaces in his tight little uptight shoes that he's been wearing since the day he went to kindergarten. But this is Stephen Miller. This is all Stephen Miller. See, John hates everyone of color because Donnie John is the most insecure little maggot that there ever was, that ever existed. He knows how badly he's hated. He knows how we were, celebrating the fact that we hadn't seen him in days and maybe we're going to get an upcoming obituary. Donnie John is just about money. Donnie John has stuff going on in Qatar. There's a big Vice sting. Donnie John has pulled people over from other countries to work in Qatar, saying that he's gonna pay them $3 a day. And then he took all of their passports and they can't leave. They're not making their $3 a day. They owe him money and they have to stay for 2 years so that they get their passport back so that he can have a golf course. Donnie John is fleecing the United States. Donnie John is only here for money. And now he knows that that money isn't going to buy him anything. We see him publicly deteriorating. And the only person that lets him get away with the shit he's getting away with is Stephen Miller. Once Donnie John is gone, J.D. Vance isn't going to put up with this Stephen Miller bullshit. J.D. Vance wants a big-ass cross hanging over the United States of America and, absolutely Handmaid's Tale. Women won't be able to vote. Women won't be able to leave the house without their husband. We won't be able to have money in our name. We won't be able to have any freedom. Because, in my humble opinion, J.D. Vance hates women. He and those other dudes on the Sniffer and Sniffy or Sniffa, whatever it is, and Grinder and all that, a lot of them have a female problem, if you know what I mean. It was like Benny Johnson over there saying that the goal is get married and have children. It's like, dude, you are in a lavender marriage. There's not that there's anything wrong with that. Gay men make wonderful husbands as long as, we're all aware that that we know that you know. Benny Johnson's wife was over there like, oh yeah, my man. I'm like, dude, your man wants another man. Because absolutely no straight men ever talk about being straight. Okay, but I digress. This video is about surveillance for ICE. So you know what? Let them. Let them. Let them. Let them, let them, let them. I saw on this video the comments section, and not one person was afraid. They put 3,000, 6,000 likes on these comments because we are done with that little dweeb, Stephen Miller. Donnie and Steve Bannon and now Laura Loomer's lashing out like Qatar's coming over here and putting their troops in our country. Of course they are, because Donnie John doesn't give a fuck. Donnie is taking all of our money. You know, the 17 billion or whatever that's come in from tariffs, there's no oversight for that. There's no trace of any of that money. The money that he's sending to Argentina for that fucking whack job down there, there's no oversight for that. There's just Donnie taking our money and using it however he wanted. He has impounded every single tax dollar and kept it for himself to spend as he'd like. And his number one fan is Stephen Miller. Stephen Miller is on a campaign to take out every single person that's brown. And then after that, he's taken out every single person that's black. If a black person actually thinks that they are safe in a MAGA administration, take a look at our friends. Take a look at our immigrant friends. Take a look at the little girl from Brazil who looked as WT as the rest of all of us. She was born in Brazil. She had a little tiny bit of a accent. She was pulled over on a, no, she didn't even have an accent. She was like an Arizona State University nursing student. I mean, you know, terrible human. She was just only going to dedicate her life to taking care of sick people, because that's definitely something that is not good for any country, right? To have people taking care of sick people. So, you know, that was a terrorist. When Stephen Miller gets finished with this roundup, he's going to continue, because every single bit of this is about white supremacy. So if you are a person of any sort of color other than your ancestors all came from England, you should be paying a lot more of attention to this. And if you still have black and brown people in your life that support Donald Trump, you need to take care of them. And I said this on Facebook, on X. Why are men not handling the men of ICE? So over on X, it was like a really popular post, like, oh, FBI, she's asking for violence. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I had nothing to do with violence. If I had a friend that was working for ICE, guys out there, this just proves the fact that those ICE men are the basement dwellers that Donald Trump said they were. He said his entire base was full of basement dwellers. Those men don't have friends that are going to handle them. And when I say handle them, it's like men handle other men. Take them to a bar, give them a beer, have a talk with them and tell them they've lost their fucking mind and that you'll never speak to them again and you'll never go anywhere with them again and you'll never even ask if they're still alive again if they don't get their fucking hands off of women. Because these ICE agents are not just one step away from J6. They are one step away from the DV court. I have never in all of my life seen a police officer or any sort of person throw hands on women like these men. Walk away without even a flinch. That's why I want to have I want to handle their mothers. And when I say handle their mothers, I'm not saying manhandle. I'm saying I want to sit down and talk to that woman until she's bawling her head off in tears from the words coming out of my mouth. This is what we need to be doing to anyone who works for Custom and Border Control or ICE. They spent $500,000 on painting the black inside of the completely penetrable wall with paint on our side, saying that this would make people not come over. Supposedly he locked the border, closed the border. So why would we have to worry about that wall, right? It's because it's all a bunch of bullshit. But see, this isn't Donnie John. This is Stephen Miller. And what we did to Elon Musk can easily be done to Stephen Miller. President Stephen Miller, he knows that his little time is coming to an end. This isn't about Kristi Noem and her feelings hurt. She's used to having her feelings hurt. Have you seen Kristi Noem? Have you seen what she started with? Did you see her go on a book tour telling everybody about her little dog that she offed because the dog didn't do what she wanted to do at 14 weeks or whatever? Nah, this is about Stephen motherfucking Miller. He's been waiting for this his entire life. If you haven't seen the video about the Iraqis and how he wanted to torture Iraqis, you don't know Stephen Miller. But they're trying to silence the dissent because they are so unpopular. They are so unpopular. It is going so poorly that they are paying even more money this many months in. They've been doing this since January. We told everybody, Kamala was right about everything. They're going to round up everybody and toss them out. They don't give a single fuck. And what's happening to these people's homes and cars? Have you ever thought about that? Don't you dare be scared into silence. We are goddamn Americans, and I'm going to prove it. Fuck ICE, fuck Stephen Miller, and fuck the government of the United States at this point. We're being taxed without representation, and Stephen Miller's president.